Actually, she's very petite. She's a very, very attractive blonde. Oh, as you can see, Sammy. This is Harry Samuels, and this is Bruce Rankin.
Nice to meet you. It's a thrill.
Harry is the producer of Heroes Among Us, and Bruce is the director, and this is Sammy Brady, my son's savior.
You got one heck of a story to tell.
Love the visuals. Snow, a cabin.
Don't forget the beam.
And a gorgeous blonde. What more could we ask for?
Right. Well, I guess that we should order, and then Sammy could tell the whole story from the start to the very end.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for doing this.
Well, you know it's not a done deal.
What do you mean? They seem excited.
Oh, well, I know, but it's show business. They always talk like that. You still have to sell it.
Okay.
Don't forget any details.
Okay, now these are the projected earnings for the fourth quarter of 2007.
That's impressive. But with all the bad publicity Mythic has to overcome, thanks to your personal life, the great copy it's got in the last year.
Well, not above trading on a little bit of that. By the way, your mother is organizing a pretty spectacular event, Lucas. She's got Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Fortune magazine. They're all going to cover it.
Well, it doesn't matter what the press kits say. They're going to talk about your indictments and the fact that Mythic stock is down. I mean, why do you want people to know about that?
Well, as you Americans like to say, no such thing as bad press.
You really think you're going to pass over the major players in the communication field in the next 5 years?
I do.
Sound pretty sure of yourself about that.
One has to be, Lucas, if one wants to succeed. I have a good bonus program set up. There's IPOs involved for the team that gets us there. You could make yourself a lot of money.
Yeah, I see that. It's interesting.
Oh, by the way, before you do anything else, it's your contract. You've got to sign it last night.
I think we have a little misunderstanding here. I think your ideas are interesting, but tell you the truth, I'm not interested.
So the beam was on Lucas's leg, and he was in trouble. He needed help, and I didn't know how. Time was running out, so I realized I had to go back to the road to try to look for someone, a motorist, anyone who could help, but there was no one there.
And that's when you made your final attempt to move the beam.
Yeah, I guess I realized I had to, and somehow I felt like this time I had the strength.
Wow. You know, I've heard of that happening when someone is faced with losing someone they love, that they find the strength that they never thought they had.
Exactly. Exactly. And Lucas, he was in really bad shape. He was almost unconscious and half buried under snow.
Oh, my God. You had to have been so scared.
I was terrified.
So, what happened next?
I lifted the beam.
But it could have shifted and fallen on you.
I didn't care. I would have done anything to save Lucas's life. Anything. And like Kate said, I found a strength I didn't know I had.
Incredible.
Okay, let me get this straight. Now you're telling me that you don't want to run PR at Mythic. Lucas, I thought that we had an agreement.
Sorry about that. Changed my mind.
Huh, is there anything I should know about? Did you win the lottery? Did you have a rich aunt who suddenly died?
No.
Okay, and you still need a job, right?
Oh, yeah, I still need a job. That's right.
Okay, well, I mean, you have to excuse me for being a little bit slow on the uptake, why wouldn't you want to come and work for me? I mean this with all due respect, Lucas, but it's not like anybody else is beating down your door.
You know, I really wish it was more complicated, but it's not. I just don't like you. No offense, sorry.
None taken. It's totally
Good.
fine. But
Fine.
why would you turn down a good opportunity just because you dislike me?
It goes way beyond dislike you, all right? I've hated you for a while now, and I don't even want to talk to you anymore. I'll be a lot happier when you're out of this building and out of our lives.
Now, you see, Lucas, I agreed to move out when you agreed to take the job. Now, if you're not going to take the job, why would I move out?
You know why I did that, because I want you to stay away from Sammy.
Oh. Are you really still afraid that I'm going to make a move on Samantha?
You touch her, man. You lay a finger on her, it'll be the last woman you ever touch again.
Lucas, my flirtation with Samantha is in the past. You young man were married. She was available. Now she's not. And you are. Okay? And I give you my word, I'm not even going to blink at her. I promise you.
Oh, that's a joke. You promise me? I don't believe a damn word that comes out of your mouth, and you have the nerve to promise me. Real nice. Slick.
Really? You, believe Samantha?
What? What do you mean?
I mean, Lucas, that she said there was nothing going on between the two of us. Are you saying you don't believe her?
I'm not worried about Sammy being attracted to you, all right?
Jolly good.
Yeah, in fact, she wants you to rot in hell, now that we're talking about it.
Well, for the time being, you're both going to have to put up with being here in Salem. Now, Lucas, let's try and figure out, shall we, exactly what the real reason is that you don't want to come and work for me. I think we've established that it's not jealousy, which really doesn't leave a tremendous number of options on the table.
Pretty simple, actually. It's the fact you're a Demira.
You know, I hardly think that's very fair, Lucas. I think we both know what it's like to be the product of somewhat larger-than-life parents.
What are you talking about? Huh? My mom is a hell of a businesswoman. She put Mythic on the map for you.
Absolutely. Your mother's an extraordinary woman.
Right. And your father's a crook.
I'm not. No matter what the Salem police may have said.
When they accused you of murder, you mean that?
I didn't shoot John Black, Lucas.
I don't care what you did. I don't want to work for you.
I understand that. You made it very clear, but what I'm trying to do is figure out why. Now, I don't think it has anything to do with Samantha. Nor do I think it has anything to do really with me being in Demera and my father being Stefano. I think this is something that is much deeper than that.
All right. What is it, Freud, huh? What's your diagnosis?
Well, I just think you don't want to work for your mummy.
Well, if you don't grab the rights to this story, I'm sure some other show will.
Give us some time to think it over. I mean, we need to make sure that we haven't done anything similar to recently.
What, you mean you get stories like this all the time?
Bruce, when did we do that episode with the woman lifting the car off the kid?
Oh, I'm not sure. Let me call the office.
Yeah, check on that.
Harry, I want the answer before the lunch is over because there are other shows that have expressed interest.
You'll get it.
Other shows are interested?
Yes. Remember I told you that, Sammy. Remember I told you that NBC called?
Oh, that's right.
The woman lifting the car thing was over a year ago.
Excellent.
Ah, okay, great. So, do we have a deal?
Well, we're getting closer. But I think we need one more thing from Sammy.
What is it?
Take us to the cabin where you and Lucas were. And show us exactly what happened.
Lucas, I do understand. I mean, Kate is not exactly a typical pie-baking soccer mom. She's a tough woman. So, I mean, I understand your hesitancy and wanting to come and work for her.
I have no hesitancy, all right? I don't mind working with my mother.
Your silence was eloquent, Lucas.
You know what? How many times do I have to tell you? I just don't want to work with you. That's it.
I push. I know I push. That's how I operate. But I want you to come and do the PR for Mythic.
Why? Why? You got a company that's in trouble. You got plenty of cash to bail it out. You could hire anybody you want.
True, and I need that position filled soon. Listen, before I go making more calls, let me make you one final offer. Lucas, listen to me. I'll give you your own office. I'll give you a staff. You hire them, you fire them, they report to you, and Kate and I will stay completely out of your way.
No, I pass.
Get the same salary as before, Lucas. I give you the same stock options. I give you the same bonuses.
What did I just say? I said no, I'm not interested. Thank you.
You don't think you're being a little bit selfish?
Huh?
You're not the only person in the world, Lucas. You and Samantha have mouths to feed.
We have mouths to feed? We have one mouth, that's it.
Well, you never know what the future's going to bring.
And there he is right now. Hey, mouth, how you doing?
Aren't you supposed to be in jail?
It's not nice to ask people why they aren't in jail.
No, it's quite all right, Lucas. It's because I wasn't guilty. But there was something that I was guilty of, and that was as being rude to you on a couple of occasions, so I apologize for that. Lucas, would you mind if we continue our conversation later?
No, it's fine. It's a good idea.
Okay, thank you.
All right. What do you and that sleazeball have to talk about anyway?
Don't worry about it. He's trying to offer me a job at Mythic, but you know I can't work next to him.
So you said no.
That's right, son. I said no.
Well, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
But I mean, you gotta work somewhere. I mean, especially with a new baby on the way.
Easy, all right? We're gonna keep that a secret, remember?
Oh, sorry, Lucas.
Will.
I hope you don't mind. Sorry, I was just wondering if maybe you would be interested in this. It's a PlayStation 3.
A PlayStation 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could use it. But if I really needed one, I'd ask my dad to get me one.
Want me to reenact my story on television?
Well, not personally, sweetie.
No. We would hire an actress.
Our audience likes to see the big moments.
Yeah, you would be on location telling your incredible story, and this actress would be acting it out.
Well, she better be gorgeous. Well, I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to tell Lucas and Will.
Well, we'll be in touch. Yeah, you better set up a shooting schedule. Oh, and someone from payroll will be getting in touch with you.
Payroll.
Yeah. You need to buy the rights to your story. You're going to make some money on this, Sammy.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Kate, again, for doing this. I mean, this is very nice of you.
It was my pleasure. Really.
This is just a Christmas gift from a grateful client.
Well, it's okay. You know, like I said.
Well, this is just going to gather dust in my closet.
My son said he didn't want it.
He did, Lucas, but that's because he thinks that you disapprove.
Hey, man, I can make up my own mind.
You're right. I apologize.
Oh, what? You can't just throw it away?
I was rude to your son. In fact, I was more than rude. And on more than one occasion, Lucas, this is just my kind of clumsy way of trying to say that I'm sorry. So, come on, help me out here. Just let me make up for my mistakes, please.
I guess it's not a big deal. We'll take it if you want it, right?
No, it's okay. I mean, I could always just fish it out of the trash when he leaves.
You don't have to do that on my account.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Yes!
He's a good kid, Lucas. He's a good kid.
Yeah, he is. Had a lot of craziness in his life, but he's turned out just fine.
You and Samantha are good parents, you know. Why don't you have more kids?
Okay, so that is 80.
Wow, that's 25%. That's generous. Kate, thank you for being so generous with me and making this whole TV show thing happen.
Look, Sammy, I know that I have made some mistakes with you.
And I don't blame you entirely. I mean, I have been suspicious of you, too, and I even questioned your motive setting up this TV show thing. I thought maybe you were just trying to humiliate me.
You saved my son's life. And I guess that's what it took to make me finally realize that I have misjudged you.
Well, Kate, maybe we're more alike than either one of us has ever wanted to admit. Maybe that's why Lucas loves us so much and keeps giving us second chances.
Oh, God. Yeah. Maybe. I want you to know that I do regret trying so many times to make you look bad in his eyes.
Well, you're You're gonna make me look good in front of the entire country now.
Yeah, well, I guess that's my way of saying that I'm sorry.
It's okay, Kate. I mean, you haven't done anything that I didn't do. I guess I should go tell Lucas.
Yes. So you're going to tell him about the TV show?
Yeah, I'm also gonna tell him that you and I have made peace. Bye.
What business is it of yours if Sammy and I have another child?
Just looking out for my own interest, Lucas. I'm thinking that if you have another mouth to feed, maybe there'd be a better chance of you coming to work for me.
Well, we only have one mouth to feed, and that's Will. You got it?
Lucas, you are not gonna believe what EJ.
Samantha, it's lovely to see you. Let's finish this later, shall we, Lucas?
Mm-hmm. What's up? What'd you want to tell me? What, you okay?
Yeah, no, of course, I'm fine. I'm actually distracted because of your mom.
But I told her to leave you alone.
No, she did. It's actually really good news. You're not going to believe what your mom did. She talked these producers. They have a show called Heroes Among Us, and they're actually going to pay me. They want to buy the rights to my story about how I saved you that night. They're going to put it on TV.
Honey, that's great. You see that? Look at you. I'm so glad my mom stopped busting your chops. It's going to be great. The whole world can see how you saved my life. That's awesome. Because we are going to need the money.
What do you mean? What about your job?
I don't think that job's gonna work out. I can't work with EJ like that. That guy even tried to play the family card on me. Said I'd need the income if we had another baby. Can't believe that, the nerve of that son of a bitch.
Kid, Sammy sure took the bait in a hurry.
Yeah, should chew glass to be on TV.
It's not going to be cheap, though.
Well, I'm good for the money. Are you good for the job?
Absolutely. Just give us half up front and Project Sammy begins.
It's the finish I'm interested in. So, how fast can you make it happen?
We already cleared the big hurdle.
Yeah, getting her to believe that I'm a producer and Bruce is a director.
All we have to do now is get her to reenact her daring rescue in front of the camera.
Yeah, and when she fails at that, and she will, then I'll expose her for the liar that she is.
You know, we're just a couple of PIs and it's really none of our business, but what is it about Sammy that you hate so much?
You're right, it is none of your business. Because she's a lying skank who dug her nails into my son.
Really should lock this door, Lucas. Anyway, I was just wanting to invite you to our company retreat in Manhattan next week. If you're interested, I want you to come along as my guest. I was hoping that maybe it would help you make up your mind. You're welcome to come too, obviously, Samantha, and please bring the kid.
What?
Well, I mean, Will? Well, the kid is there, right?